Hello, today we're going to look at creating an assessment or a survey using the Google Docs form option. So the first thing that you need to do is to go ahead and sign into your Google Docs or your Drive, and then on the left hand side of the screen we're going to click Create. When you click Create, you get a few different options. The one that we're looking for is the fourth one down, the green icon that says Form. Go ahead and click on that, and then you'll get your form editing screen. Up at the top there's a small gray box that will automatically be set to require Pitt County Schools employees or students to sign in to be able to view this form. If this is an assessment that you're going to just give to your students, this is okay. But if this is a survey that you're going to be delivering to parents, you would want to uncheck this box because they're not going to have a Pitt County Schools sign-in. And then you'll just get a little notice that this will make your form accessible outside of Pitt County. Are you sure? Click OK. If you do leave that checked because you do want your students to have to sign in, you can also check this last box right here, and in your spreadsheet view where you'll get your results from your survey or your assessment, it will automatically collect those logins for you. So let's go ahead and start editing our form. The first box is going to be where you're going to title or give your assessment or your survey a title. So we're just going to name this Sample Survey. The next box would be where you can give some background information on what kinds of questions are going to be asked, or maybe you want to give a brief review, just any kind of help text or explanation you can include there. That is optional. You do not have to put anything there. On a Google form, it automatically comes up with two sample questions. Your question title is the question itself. So let's say that the first question that I want to ask is, what is your favorite color? Again, you have another box for help text. Excuse me. That could be a hint, maybe a strategy that you shared with your class on how to solve a problem, anything that you want there. Next is your question type. If you click the drop down box, you have some different options here. Text question would be where they would just type in their answer, and this would be for a 1 or 2 word answer. Paragraph text would be more for the short answer or essay types. Multiple choice is self-explanatory. Checkboxes is when you want to give them the opportunity to choose more than one option. Choose from a list would be a drop-down box just like this one right here. Scale would be on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being disagree, 5 being agree, that kind of thing. And quite honestly, I've never done a grid question, so I don't know what a grid question would look like. So what is your favorite color? My first one I want to be multiple choice. So I'm going to click multiple choice, and then it will automatically, every time you put in a choice, it'll automatically give you another box to add another one. So option 1 would be my favorite, purple. And then you can click in the next box, or you can click the tab button on your computer and it will automatically send you to the next box. Blue, green, yellow. Before clicking done, you want to, if this is a quiz, you definitely want to check this box, make this a required question, because if it's not checked, Google Docs will allow the student or the parent or whoever is taking this to submit this form without answering that question. So I want to click make this a required question. When I'm done with that question, I click done, and you see that I've now lost my editing tools. Sample question 2, when you hover your mouse over a question, you get these 3 buttons over here on the right. The pencil is the edit button. This is the second one that looks like two squares is your duplicate button or your trash can. So I want to go ahead and edit sample question number 2. So I can highlight this and then type in my question. how many siblings do you have? And I'm going to leave that one as a text box because some kids may have 2 siblings, some may have 10, and I don't want to list all those out in a multiple choice. So I'm going to leave that as a text, and I want to make this a required question, so I need to make sure I check that box, and then I'm going to click Done. Now I only have 2 questions, and I don't have sample question 3 to edit. So how do I go back and add more questions? Well, I can do this one of 2 ways. I can hover my mouse over the second question and then click the duplicate button and then edit that next question, or I can go up here to the very top left-hand corner of my page and click Add Item. When I click that, you're going to go ahead and choose the type of question that you want to do. So let's say that I want to ask about their favorite subject, but I want them to be able to give me more than one. So I'm going to click check boxes because this is the type of question that will allow me to get multiple answers. My question is, what is your favorite subject or class? And in my help text here, I'm going to tell my students, choose no more than 3. My first option would be reading, math, science, social studies, art. We'll go ahead and throw P in there. Music and media. I do want this to be a required question, so I click that checkbox and then I click Done. Let's add one more. Let's do a scale. This question will be, how excited are you about winter break? Alright, and in my help text, I'm going to say 1 is not excited at all. 5 is extremely excited. I'm going to leave my scale 1 to 5, but notice that you can change your scales here. Label options, it will give you the option to label those as well as in your help text. So 1 would be not excited at all. 5 would be extremely excited. I want to make this a required question, and then I click Done. So here's my survey. Now I can leave it just plain white, or I can make it pretty or give it a theme. The way that I do that is that second button at the top left of the page. You click Theme, and I believe there are 97 different themes that you can choose from. Yep, 97. Since it's about school, I'll go ahead and do this one. When you click on it, it will show you what your survey or your assessment will look like. I'm not sure why it's not showing up there, but it will. If that's the one that you like, you can click Apply. If not, you can click Cancel and go back and choose another one. I'm just going to click Apply here. And it tells me that the glue theme has been applied. And what's great about Google Docs is it automatically saves it. So I'm done with my form. So I can X out of this. Back in your Google Drive, you will see that your sample survey is saved here, but when you open that back up, you're not going to get your form, you're going to get a spreadsheet. And you will see that your questions have been preloaded into that top row, and as students or parents or whoever submit these, your the answers will automatically be loaded in here as they're submitted. It will also show the time that they were submitted, so if it's a quiz and you have set that it must be submitted to you by midnight on a certain day or by 8 o'clock on a certain day, you can check that to make sure that they were turned in on time. I also have another video tutorial on conditional formatting that will show you how you can very quickly and easily grade your assessments or get some visual data from your surveys. If you're interested, click in the link in the top right hand corner of your screen at the end of this video. Thank you and have a great day.